with the Dolphins here, right? So we know really it's probably the biggest quarterback battle in the league at this point, and that's who's going to be the starter, right? Well, the rookie head coach Brian Flores recently said this could go either way, so nobody knows at this point. So here we go. Mike, I want to throw it back to you just because you know this organization so well. What do you think they should do in terms of who should start?
So philosophically, I've always had the belief that if it's close and it's either going to be a veteran or a young player who's ascending with a lot of talent, who's maybe had some bumps in the road getting their career going, I would go with Josh Rosen just because you don't know what his ceiling is. Ryan Fitzpatrick, we know who he is. He's a viable starter. He's a good backup. You could put him in on a moment's notice, but they don't know what they have in Josh Rosen. And look, he was a top 10 pick a year ago. He has great talent. He's a good athlete. Let's face it, Arizona offensive line, you know, Damien, you probably could have got a few reps in there a year ago. And
yeah, probably could do it now.
So we don't really know what they have. So why not see what his upside is? So for me, in a race that's been this close, I would err towards the young, unknown player over the veteran.
They're going to have to find out eventually, right, what they have in Josh Rosen. So they go into next offseason and they know whether they have to go back into the draft for a quarterback or whether they might have the long-term answer on their roster. So they've had him behind Ryan Fitzpatrick on the depth chart all offseason. He's playing tonight. Fitzpatrick, I don't think, is. So maybe he can sort of show something tonight that convinces them he's ready week one. But at some point, he will play quarterback for the Miami Dolphins this year.
Damon, from what you've seen from the preseason game, from what you read about how these practices are going between these two quarterbacks, I mean, for you, who do you think Miami should go with?
Josh Rosen.
Why?
Well, similar to what, Mike T was talking about. Listen, I've always said if two guys are similar, if they're even, a veteran and a younger guy, you go with the younger guy. The book is already written on Ryan Fitzpatrick. He can always come in and he'll still be a stabilitating guy, whether it be in the quarterback meeting room or in the locker room. But at some point, we need to know what Josh Rosen is. Put him in this is a guy who's had constant change since college. Okay, this could be his first opportunity to have some type of stability and some real coaching. So if I'm the Miami Dolphins, I'm going through basically a rebuild right now. Why not see what Josh Rosen can give you?
What's fascinating about this is, let's say he does start. If we go back to the 2018 draft, just 1 year ago, 3 top 10 picks of quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Josh Rosen, are all in the AFC East. And it'll be really interesting to see how they play out and develop over time. But within one draft year, you have 3 in the same division.
Yeah.
Chasing some other guy.
So I was just going to say.
Sixth-rounder, actually.
I was going to say, yeah. Who's paying attention to him? That quarterback competition will, certainly heat up tonight as the Dolphins play the Saints down in New Orleans.